Hi everyone, today we're going to discuss about the MySQL joins for retrieving the data from multiple tables. So these are the SQL joins which is we're going to discuss today. One is InnerJoin, self-join, cross-join, OuterJoin, union, and InnerJoin have two type of join. It's called EquiJoin and Non-Equi join, and OuterJoin is left and right outer join. So let's start with InnerJoin. Okay, let's talk about the InnerJoin. What is InnerJoin and how to retrieve the data? So InnerJoin is the simplest join where it's going to retrieve the data, the common records between both the table. So let's say there is a table A and there is a table B, and when you're going to do the InnerJoin, it's going to fetch the data which is marked in blue color. And this is the syntax for the InnerJoin. And as we discussed, there are two types of InnerJoin. One is EquiJoin, one and other one is a non-equi join. EquiJoin you can use the equal symbol, and non-equi join you can use greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to, between, all these symbols. So based on the requirement you could use which join is going to be used and retrieve the data. But we're going to discuss now these two joins, how to retrieve the data from the tables. So let's go to the MySQL workbench. So log into the MySQL workbench. So first we're going to discuss about EquiJoin, which is equal symbols. So for that I'm going to use the e-commerce database. To use the e-commerce database, the syntax is use e-commerce. Then execute that. So it's executed successfully. So now I'm going to use for this customer table and sale table. So here, as we discussed, the InnerJoin is going to fetch the data which is matching between both the tables. So if I open this customer table, to open a data up, so you could use this symbol like here, like a thunder symbol. Click on this, it will display all the records here. So now you could see there are 4 records are there in the customer table. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I go to the sales table, so here you could see the customer IDs. Here we do have 1, 2 and 3. So there is 4 customers. The fourth one is not there. So when you join this table, the fourth customer ID should not be there. So let's see. So let's write our query. So select star from customer. So I'll give C, then InnerJoin, sale, I'll give it S as alias name, then on. So I'm going to join in customer table by using the ID. So it will be C.ID equal to, in the sales table, the customer is customer ID. So it will be S dot customer ID, and order by C.ID. So I want to verify based on the customer ID in ascending. So let's run this. So now you could see the customer 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is not retrieved because fourth one is not present in the sales table. So if I like to, instead of star mark, I want to fetch the customer name. So what I'll do, C dot name is customer name. I'll given the alias name to is more readability and more clear. So then customer name, I want to give the customer city, C dot city. Then I want to give the customer, how many quantity customer has bought. So I'll give S dot quantity. I can say as a product purchased. So if I execute this one now, so now you could see customer name Mahesh Babu from Hyderabad purchased the product 1. Sushant Singh Rajput, Patna, product 3. Then again, this customer has bought many products, 3, 1, 1. then Littletek Pro knowledge board for 2. So that's how, which is common, which is matching both the tables going to fetch the data. So this is equation. So hopefully this concept is clear to you guys. If something is not clear, please put your put your doubts or questions in comment section. I'll be happy to reply back. So the next one is Non-Equi join. So Non-Equi join basically is going to retrieve the data based on the condition, was it greater than, less than, or less than equal to, greater than equal to. So here I'm going to use the database is SQL_org. So to use the database, I'll syntax use SQL_org and execute this. So you could see this is executed. So let me drag this one to see it, and let me clear this so that we can see the latest logs. Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to join here the two tables is employee and the new joinee. So to do that, so here what I'm going to do, employee table, so let me close this sales table and customer table. So employee table is having employee first name, this is the employee first name, and new joining table also there is a first name. So here my requirement is get the records from employee and new joining table where the first name in employee table is greater than new joining table. So basically I'm going to fetch all the employee whose first name in the employee table is greater than the first name of new joining table. So how do you do that? So let's start. So first is I'll do select. First I'll do fetch all the records, then we'll refactor it in the proper way to see the records. So let's do star employees. So I'll give his name as E and new joinee. So let's start from employees, the new joinee, and on. So in the employee table I'm going to join by employee ID. So it should be E dot employee ID equal to n dot new joining table is emp ID. So n dot emp underscore ID, and length of E dot first underscore name. So this is my condition. I have to fetch the name whose first name of the employee table is greater than length of n dot first underscore name. So let's start from employee, new joining, and on. So let's start from employee. I forgot here InnerJoin. Okay, cool. Now it's correct. So select start from employee, InnerJoin, new joining, and on employee ID, and length of the first name here and the length of this one. So let's try to execute this. So now you could see from here here to here, this is the employee table, and from here to remaining there that side is the new joining table. So now let's refactor the query a little bit. So here I gonna do fetch the first name, so e dot first underscore name is emp first name. Then I'm going to fetch the employee ID, so e dot employee ID. Then n dot first name is new joinee first name. Then n dot emp underscore ID. So I'm going to fetch only these records instead of all records to make it clear, so and make it more distinct to understand what things we're doing. So if I do press enter, okay, the unknown column n dot first name. Oh, okay, this would be underscore here. Enter. So it's now executed successfully. You could see the employee ID from the employee table 33391 and new joining table just matching, you could see. And here Priya is having 5 characters, and here Beth is 4, that's why it's fetching. And Tisha is having 5 and 4. Deepak is having 6 and MI is having 4, that's why it's fetching. And same employee ID. Arjun, which is having 5 and Jack is having 4, that's why it's fetching. So this is a non-equi join. And one more thing here, you see this query, the syntax is like hiding here. To beautify this script, there is a shortcut in SQL. So if I do Command B, it will beautify your script and it's easy to read. You could see here now select. It's very beautiful. So if you like to know the shortcuts in MySQL, so I have created another video. You can go through those, and I'll put link in the description. And also you might be seeing the link somewhere popping up in the window. So let's move to the next join. Okay, let's discuss about what is left outer join. Left outer join, basically if you have 2 tables, and what it's going to do, it will fetch all the data, retrieve all the data from the table A and the matching record from the table B. So that's how you could see here the red color, which is getting all the data from this table A, and the matching, which is table N and B, is getting the data. So let's see practically. So let's go to the MySQL workbench. So navigate to the MySQL workbench and log into the MySQL workbench. Cool. So I'm going to use e-commerce, the database. So to use that, already have discussed, the syntax is use e-commerce. Then execute this, execute it successfully, that's great. So I'm going to use the table customer and sale. So here basically, as we discussed, the left outer join, what is going to do, it's going to fetch all the records from the table 4, sorry table all the records from the customer and the matching record of this table, sales table. So in the customer table we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 customer ID, but in sales table we don't have 4 customer ID. You could see it's 1, 2, 3. So what it's going to do here is going to fetch all the records, because customer table having more records, so this is going to fetch all the records. So let's do that. So it's called left outer join. So I'm going to do select star from customer C, so left outer join. So you could write left join or left outer join, both should work. Then cell table is on. I'm going to join in customer table the ID, and sales table, cell table is customer ID. So on c dot id equal to s dot customer underscore id, and ordered by c dot id. So I'm going to get all the customer in ascending order. So now execute this. So now you could see from here to here, from here to here, from here to this one is customer table, and from this ID to here, this is the sales table. Now you could see here all these customers are there, and you could see there's null because there is no data for the customer 4 in the sales table, so that's why it's a null. So now if I want to verify same data for the right outer join, so right outer join, so I'll copy this and instead of left it should be right, and we'll see the difference. We paste it here, instead of left I'll do right. So now what is the difference? What is going to happen? So it's going to have, now you could see that all customers are there. Now when you write outer join, it's going to do basically all the data from the sales table and matching data from the customer table. So that is also explained here. So if I go to the right outer join, so basically it's going to get all the data from the table B and matching data from the table A. So in this query, table B is a cell and table A is the customer. So all data from the cell and matching data from the customer. So when I do the right outer join, this customer 4 should not display because it's not a matching record. So now let's execute this one. Now you could see 1, 2, 3. The customer 4 is not displaying because that is not matching in this table. So it's doing the right outer join from sales to customer. So if I do again, if I execute the left outer join, you will have the customer 4 because we are joining customer with cell. So it's the left table is customer, right table is cell. So now here again, if I execute the right outer join, you could see that the customer 4 is not displaying. So hopefully you guys understood what is left and right outer join. Again, if you have any queries, don't feel free to put your question in the comment section. So let's move to the next join. Okay, next is self-join. Self-join is a table joined to itself, so that each row in the table join with itself and other row depending on the some condition. So basically table A is joining to the same table A, and so how we're going to join a self-join, let's see in practically, it will make more sense. So let's go to the MySQL workbench. So we're going to get like this hierarchy structure. So here you see employee ID, the first name, employee first name, employee ID, and reporting manager. How we'll get this structure of this organization? So let's do that. So it was this, and we do have, we're going to use SQL org database, and inside this there is an employee table. So let me open this employee table and explain it a bit more so that you'll understand. So here, okay, let's discuss about the SQL org table. So here you could see there is an employee ID, and here is the reports to. So in reports to, you could see first one is null because all here, because this is a manager where he's not reporting to anyone, and you could see all this employee here is reporting to the same employee ID 37270, which is nothing but, again, he's an employee. He's a manager, and other people other employee who is reporting to this 37270. So now how we could join this same table, find out the employee, all the employee is reporting to this manager, the employee ID 37270, and name is Ram. So how could we do that? So let's start. So it is called self-join. Cool. So first join this, then we'll organize the data. So select star from employees table. So employees. So E join employees. I'm going to join the same table. So employees M. So this is the employee and its manager. on e dot, so reports to equals to m dot employee ID, then order by employee ID. So if I execute this one first, let's see how the results. What just happened? Employee ID, order by employee ID. Okay, sorry, this should be e dot employee ID. E dot employee ID. So now let's execute. Okay, cool. Now you could see here there is one employee ID is here, which is the employee's ID, and here they see reports to ID is the manager. So to make it more clear, so let's add some of these columns here to fetch the data. So here we're going to fetch employee ID from the employee table. So employee, so e dot employee ID, then employee first name, so e dot first name, so as I'll give alias name as a emp first name, then I'm gonna do get the manager employee ID, so m dot employee ID, then the manager name, manager first name, so m dot first name, so I give alias name as manager first, or I'll give as a reporting manager, name, something like this. You could give anything, just I give this one for better understanding. So let's execute this. Now you could see this, all employee reports to this employee ID and reporting manager is RAM. So here what we did, we joined the employees table itself, which is having all employee, and found out all employee reporting to the which manager. So that's where it's called the self-join. Hope you guys understood the self-join concept. Again, if you guys have any doubts regarding the self-join, feel free to put your question in the comment section. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the next join. Okay, so now let's discuss about the cross join. Cross join is basically it's going to generate the paired combination of each row of the first table and each row of the second table. Suppose think about table A having the record as 3 and table B is having 3. So 3 into 3 equals to 9. It's going to generate the record. So there is no matching or anything. It's going to combine all this record and it's going to display the records. So let's see practically how does it work. So let's start. I'm going to use the e-commerce database here. So the syntax is use e-commerce Now inside that I'm going to use this table customer and item table. So customers, so first let's open the customer table. There are 4 records are there, and the item table there were 4. So when I do the cross join, it should have the 16 output. So the response should be here equals to 4. So 4 into 4 equal to 16. So let's see that. Let's do that. So I will use e-commerce. Then after that I'm going to do the select star from customer C cross join item I. So I'll give in customer table, so order by name. So what I'll do, I'll give order by C dot name. So if I execute this query now, so now you could see here 16 has been fetched. So 16 records has been fetched. So basically it's join the table, so cross join, and this came by the customer name. We could say each name 4 times is joining with the 4 times with this other table. So that's why it's a 16 record. So this is cross join. So let me know if you guys have any doubts. Hopefully this concept is clear. Okay, this is the last one. Let's talk about the union. Union is an operator selects rows from 2 or more tables. So basically it's going to combine the rows and the data into 2 or more tables. So you guys might be knowing the set operations. There's a union, intersection, which is intersection is a common record used to fetch. So that way the union is going to select the rows from 2 or more tables. So let's see practically how does it work. Let's go to the SQL workbench. So here, let me clear this one. So I'm going to use SQL org database. So to use that one, what is the syntax? Use SQL org. Correct. You guys are correct. So now execute this. So now it's selected. You can see this is highlighted. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to join this employee and new joinee table. So union of some of the rows and from the employee table and the new joinee table. So how do we do that? So let's do select select first name from employees. So execute this one. First FIRST. My bad, spelling mistake. Now this is the first name. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, in the new joinee table as well, we do have first name. So what I'll do, I do select first name from new joinee. Execute. So these are the first name from the new joinee table. So if I do the union here, and take it out this, now if I do beautify this script, it looks like this looks clean now. That's good. Now let me execute this. Now you could see here it's getting the name first name from the first table. Then if I scroll down from here, from that to these are from the new joinee table. So it's join the data from the 2 tables, the first name from employee table and the first name from the new joinee table. So like this, you're going to join some of the data from the 2 or more tables. You can use the union operator. So hopefully this makes clear. And if you have any doubts regarding all these things, don't hesitate to put the questions or comments in the comment section. I'd be happy to reply to your questions. If this video is useful to you, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Namaste.